Hello. It's Aki Dearest. So a lot of you guys know I live in Japan, and so I guess one of the biggest things that is pretty well known is that tattoos in Japan is kind of I actually do have a tattoo on my back, for those of you that don't know. It's a very small one. Here, I'll show you guys. It's a like small blue tattoo that my best friend did on me before I left for Japan. But there's a lot of people on YouTube that talk about how tattoos are a stigma in Japan, how you can't go into onsens. So I have a lot of different fake tattoos that I'm gonna be putting on my body. I'm gonna be putting on tattoos similar to what I would want in real life. So I have these. It has a bunch of letters and numbers and stuff. And then I want some tattoos on the fingers, so I saw some of these. I like this girl that's blowing bubblegum. I don't know what that says, but I'm just gonna put it on my chest. So whatever, we're using it. Here's one with some quotes that I also still cannot read. Heart over mind and courage over fear. That sounds very pretentious. We're gonna use it. Inner demon, I don't know what that's supposed to represent. But
head pats.
Oh, I want to use the Hokusai wave. This one looks pretty cool. I might put it like on the back of my arm right here. I found this one.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like a Junji Ito kind of tattoo, which I thought was really interesting. I mean, it doesn't say that it's Tomio on Amazon, so I don't know if this is like copyright stuff, but I had to say yes to this. I actually, like, now that I'm looking at it, if I like it enough, maybe I will get a tattoo similar. And this is just like a final one. I just kind of like planets. Yeah, it's kind of like alchemy looking, I guess.
I feel it needs a little more like stars and stuff like that.
Star, like alchemy. Alchemy.
Yeah, like stars.
Alchemy.
Alchemy stars.
Alchemy stars. Alchemy.
Alchemy stars.
The JRPG title that was released on June 17th and is available on both iOS and Google Play.
That's right, Alchemy Stars seamlessly merges magic and technology in both its world and combat, did you know?
Oh my god, the game's innovative combat blends RPG, card collecting, and strategy elements.
And did you know it features a color
tile system? Each stage in Alchemy Stars presents a fresh challenge.
How dare you take my...
The game's unique tile connecting gameplay allows players to what?
Unleash
special attacks
when matching the character's attributes
with the correct colored tiles.
That's right, and Alchemy Stars further enhances
its strategic gameplay by giving players the ability to change leaders multiple times, allowing for a more intriguing tactical gameplay experience. The event will last from August 19th to September 29th of this year, so it's a 1-month event. Alright, so let me know what your favorite character in Alchemy Stars is. Leave a comment down below if you like. Time to decorate my body!
Yeah! I don't think I've put on a temporary tattoo since I was like 10.
I actually went to an onsen, like, it was a few years ago, but it was tattoo friendly. And there was like this girl that was covered in tattoos, and she was like naked beside me, and she was just like chilling there, and I was like, damn, she is tatted up.
Yeah, there's more places like that now.
Right?
Actually.
So, like, you know, I feel like it's fine. Oh wait, I'm so stupid.
What?
I didn't take off the plastic. Shit.
You should have tested it out with a crappy one.
I know. Shit. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh.
No, I'm so looking forward to fuck.
Nice.
Please. Oh, so clean.
That actually looks kind of nice. Wow.
Ta-da! I really like this one the most.
Wow, badass chick right here with all of her tats. You know I had to do it to him.
You know I had to do it to him. Yeah, this is pretty similar to what I would get in real life if I were to like get a lot more tattoos. I love this look, by the way. What do you think?
Yeah, those look like real tattoos.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I look intimidating though?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not intimidated with anyone that has like these kinds of tattoos.
I think that from a I'm talking from a Japanese point of view.
Okay, yeah, then that
you
makes
look very
sense.
intimidating.
Right. This one represents that I love to pop bubble gum. This one represents Alchemy Stars, which you can download in the description below. This one represents that, man, umbrellas make me fucking emotional, man. This one represents my love for plants.
This one represents that you have fucking dendrophilia. you like fucking plants.
This one represents the weather I wish that was today. I don't smoke, but that looked cool. This one reminds me that I actually need to continue Skyward Sword when I get back home. super deep meaning into my tattoos. Let's go! So I met up with my friend Rose, who's going to follow me around Shibuya and Harajuku with the GoPro. So the reason I picked these two locations is not only because they're very popular with both tourists and the locals, but they're also very densely populated with people. So, to answer the question, what happens if you wear tattoos publicly in a country that has a stigma against tattoos?
Oh.
And they just walk through.
Fine.
So...
Maybe you saw your sick tat. The lady said. Yeah, you're either a Pikachu or an Eevee person for some reason.
Yeah, it's pretty anticlimactic. Not a single person ever really asked, cared, nor looked at my tattoos. If anything, it was actually still really hot that day, so there were a lot of people with tattoos still walking by. Now, does that mean that the stigma is completely gone from Japan? No, because before someone says it, I'm aware this is Shibuya and Harajuku that we're talking about. It's in Tokyo. It's a very urban lifestyle, which of course that means that people around there, they're probably used to seeing not only foreigners, but also younger generations that have tattoos. So can the same thing be said for someone that lives more in the countryside, or as we call the Inaka of Japan? So I live in Tokyo. I'm not gonna walk all the way to Inaka for you guys, I'm sorry, but I decided to go ask one of my really good friends, SHARLA in Japan, who lives more in the countryside, of what it's like with her with real tattoos. Now, her voice is dead right now, so she wrote her little story here that I'm just going to read for you guys. I have small roses on my inner ankle, a small tattoo on my forearm, and quite a large piece on my ribs. I've lived in Japan for 16 years now, and in general, having tattoos doesn't really affect my daily life in Japan. They're in places that can be easily covered up if necessary, so I don't have any problems with work. Sometimes I wear clothes that show them in public, and I've only ever gotten a handful of comments on them. And they're always positive. Girls have come up to me and said my tattoo is cool, and asked to see more and where I got it done, etc. I think most of the younger generations here see them as fashionable and are curious. There's only been one time where having tattoos while living in Japan really sucked. I was living in Tokyo and a brand new gym had just opened in my area. So I went for a tour and was sitting at their reception desk filling out papers to sign up. While I was signing the forms, the staff noticed my ankle tattoo and asked if it was real. I said yes, but I can make sure it's covered at all times, and said I'll wear socks that don't show it. They said their rule is no tattoos and that won't make a difference, and asked me to leave. This isn't the rule for all gyms. Each place is different, so you need to check the rules. I live in a different prefecture now, more countryside, and don't have any problems with my local gym. And as for hot springs, sometimes I don't mention I have tattoos and just try to hide them, as many won't allow you in the public bathing areas if you do have tattoos. Some do though. Most of the time I get away with it, but I've been asked to leave once. Many onsen resorts have private baths that you can rent out to use alone or with your friends or partner. So if you have tattoos and want to enjoy the hot springs in Japan, check to make sure the place you're going has kashikiri ofuro. I can attest to a lot of things that SHARLA said in her experience with my own. So for example, I used to be part of this gym here in Japan, and when I was signing all of the papers for it, they saw the tattoo on my back, And the guy said that they didn't allow tattoos, but as long as it was covered up, it was fine. Unfortunately, like experiences with SHARLA, there are gyms that just straight up won't let you, even if you cover them up really good. That's just the way it is. And then there's some gyms out there that are completely tattoo friendly. So the short of it is that if you really are that desperate to go to a gym in Japan, it's probably in your best interest to go research for tattoo friendly places. And for the onsens, I actually remember that I posted this picture of me in an onsen and my tattoo was showing, and a lot of people were surprised about it. So anyone who's interested in Japan, we've all heard it, that if you go to an onsen, you can't have tattoos. So how was I able to be in this onsen with my tattoo? Well, one, that was private, and this is a lot more accessible now than it has ever been, and a lot of it does have to do with just the growing number of not only foreigners, but the younger generation just having tattoos, is that they just have private baths. But if you want to be in a public one, there are tattoo-friendly onsens that have opened up, and that's just a perfect example of just this huge shift in generations and how they view tattoos. So the stigma is still in Japan, but I believe that it doesn't really make it unlivable. If you ask me, I think it's harder to be vegan in Japan than it is living with tattoos. But that brings up a big question that I know people are going to want to ask. Can I get a job in Japan? Can I work here? Because admittedly, me and SHARLA are in positions that can just work from home, so it doesn't really matter. But for any of you that are probably going to be working in a school or in an office, obviously I don't know that experience, so I'm going to ask my really good friends who do have that experience. Okay, so these are me and Joey's really good friends, Blue and Gray, BLLUIST. They are Twitch streamers, and they also have had some history of working in Japan, and they are also covered in tattoos, which you guys will see soon. Were you both born in Japan? Or? Oh, okay.
I came here when I was like 1. I was born in Hong Kong, but I pretty much lived my whole entire life here, yeah.
How has it been like having tattoos in Japan in general, even before working?
I think Blue probably has a different experience than me because you have like hand tattoos, like they always
I have
show.
tattoos that I can't hide. Even just going to like 7-Eleven or like the supermarket, the whole time the cashier's just staring.
Oh, really?
So I would just be opening my wallet and they're staring at my hand. They're like talking to my hands, and we don't really have too many negative experiences. Only maybe like onsens and the fact that you can get kicked out of that.
I've been hiding my tattoos from my parents for a very long time, and my mom found out. There's something about it, man. Like nobody in our family has tattoos.
Yeah.
Like never. In the history of like our family, no one's got tattoos. The first day I came back, my first tattoo's up here, right? I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. There's no way. And she's like, I smell something different about you.
No.
There's something
Moms
different.
just know.
Yeah.
So would you say that the family life was a bigger reaction than you get like in public?
That was probably way more awkward.
When you got your tattoo, were you already working or not yet?
I was a student. My first tattoo was when I was 19.
Okay.
But I did get more as the years went by.
Was your school okay with it? Well, at 19, you're probably in college by that point, so they probably don't care.
Yeah, they didn't really care.
So you already have tattoos. How hard was it to go find a job?
I actually, like, for example, like, I used to model, and I actually got more modeling jobs after I got my tattoos. So
that's kind of cool. They had that experience. So you got kind of lucky with that.
I don't have a negative experience when it comes to work.
Oh, right.
Like in tattoos.
Because you were in a more creative business. What about you?
So mine's another, like, it's a weird one because my job is a pretty Japanese workplace. I work kind of in translation, so I deal with a lot of, foreign clients or people that want to go foreign. Like Japanese companies that want to branch out. I was like, hey boss, I gotta tell you, I have tattoos. Like I've never shown them when I go to the job, but I have tattoos and you're gonna bring me to meetings. And he's like, good, show them.
Oh.
You could show them because I think it's fine, and if we can't land the job because of those, then I don't think those are the clients that we need anyways.
Right, because you want someone with an open mind.
I feel like they're a lot more lenient unless it's like a head, like no hair, just head tat, like full, like unless it's like.
I feel like not even outside of Japan that would be a problem.
Unless you're going to a creative field, I think it might be difficult to have tattoos you can't hide. If people want to come here to teach English or something, then if you can't hide your tattoos, you're gonna have a really hard time because most big language schools say no tattoos, or you have to at least hide it.
A lot of jobs now, especially nowadays, people work at home, right? If people can get out of that mindset that tattoos are, gang related or any of that kind of stuff, then it's just, I think it's opening it up to, you know, whether it be self-expression or just like, you know, getting art. I always felt like I needed to hide that because it was so non-Jap. I was always taught that that was so not Japanese. And I felt like I was getting further and further away from my original culture. But now I know that's not true.
Right.
But I think, and my parents also know that, but there was a good time when I, like my college days when I started getting all this stuff. And there was a point where I was like trying to figure out, like, am I just letting down not only my parents, but the Japanese culture by doing this?
Right.
So I had to like, fight that for a while.
Yeah.
There's one thing I want to add
Yeah,
is
sure.
like one of the biggest thing like that a friend actually told me was like my friend does not have tattoos, but
Okay.
they're a foreigner, but they live here, and the reason like they love tattoos, but the reason why they don't get tattoos is because they want a kid in the future, and that means you can't take them to a pool.
Oh,
You can't take them to a
okay.
water park.
I see.
You can't take them to anywhere that has like you can't take them to like a family onsen trip or anything.
Never thought of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's something I never thought about either. So if you're someone who has like a kid, or if you have a family or something, and if your kid wants to go to the water park, you can't go.
How are beaches?
Yeah.
Are beaches fine in Japan with tattoos?
They say no, but
There's a sign
you
that
can
says
go.
no tattoos.
Like no one actually kicks you out.
We've been to the beach. It's fine.
Okay.
We see other people on the beach with tattoos.
Can you see Japan like in the future, like just being completely okay? It's hard
It's
to
gonna
say.
be a while.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
a while.
If you're coming to Tokyo, though, I'm like 99% sure that you should be fine.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah,
most
you'll be
part.
fine.
You're fine. I
Yeah.
think,
Go follow Blue and Gray on their Twitch channel if you guys would like. I'll link it down below. And let's just get back into the video. Actually, just recently, there was a bill that was passed by the Japanese government that allowed tattoo artists to perform doing tattoos without a medical license. And this was such a huge win for the tattoo community because this was something that was going on for years. Even though that this was only just passed, it only proves that there has been like this huge shift in how the newer generations are understanding that tattoos, they're not all bad, and no, they are not all connected to the Yakuza. What's really interesting is actually in Asakusa, which is in Tokyo, there is a parade of people with Yakuza tattoos who walk down the road displaying their Yakuza tattoos. This is a thing that I feel not a lot of people know about, and I'm just gonna say it right now. So the fact that there's that, and just, you know, that is still a little controversial amongst some people in Japan, but overall, the fact that that even exists only shows where Japan is right now. Japan, in many ways with this culture, has been very good at always adapting and changing things, while at the same time always keeping tradition. And so I feel that whole mentality also includes tattoos. While there is new generations that are understanding how tattoos are, there's still that tradition that is carried on where some people, at the end of the day, just don't like tattoos. So I hope this video was somewhat informative to you guys. I understand the stigma that people with tattoos have had to face because I view tattoos as works of art. And let me know in the comments of what you guys think. I know that I couldn't answer every little question, but hopefully this video kind of covered a lot of like base stuff for you guys. But I appreciate you guys for watching and subscribe to my channel. Also go follow everyone that I've shown in this video in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!